All right, let's talk about something that's been making headlines. The brain-eating amoeba, Naegleria fowleri. We're going to get right into what it is, how you can get it, and most importantly, what you can do to stay safe.
Okay, so let's just dive right in. You've probably seen the news coming out of Kerala, and, it's totally understandable to have some questions or even be a little worried. So, our job today is to separate the facts from the fear and really get a clear picture of what's going on.
And to do that, first things first, we need to put these headlines into the right perspective. So yeah, the news from Kerala is concerning. There have been a few confirmed cases, and tragically, some have been fatal. But, and this is super important right from the get-go, this infection is incredibly rare. The only reason it makes such big news is because of how serious it is, not because of how often it happens. So, being aware, that's our best defense.
So, what is this thing that's causing all the buzz? Let's get a closer look at Naegleria fowleri itself.
Well, it's this tiny, microscopic, single-celled organism. It's not some new monster that just showed up. It's actually a natural part of the ecosystem in many places around the world. It just really likes to live in very specific conditions.
So here's where it likes to hang out. Warm, fresh water. We're talking lakes, rivers, ponds, that kind of thing. That's why you usually hear about these cases in the hotter summer months. Now, what's really important to know is where it doesn't live. It can't survive in salt water, so the ocean is safe. And here's the other key thing. You cannot catch it from another person. It is not contagious, period.
Okay, everyone, listen up, because this is probably the most critical part of our whole chat. Understanding how it spreads is the absolute key to preventing it, and the way it happens is very specific.
The infection can only happen one way and one way only. Contaminated water has to be forced up the nose. Think about diving into a lake or maybe doing a cannonball. From the nose, the amoeba literally travels up the nerve that controls your sense of smell, and from there, it goes straight to the brain. That's where it causes this really severe infection called PAM.
So let me say this loud and clear, because it's a huge point of confusion. You cannot get infected by drinking or swallowing this water. Your stomach acid is like a brick wall to this amoeba. It just destroys it. The only way in, the only path to the brain is through the nose. Remembering that one fact is going to be the foundation for staying safe.
All right, we have to talk about symptoms. And with this infection, speed is everything. It progresses so fast that catching it early and getting to a doctor immediately is absolutely critical.
So what should you look for? Well, symptoms usually pop up within about a week of being in the water. And at first, they can look a lot like meningitis. We're talking a really bad headache, fever, a stiff neck. But from there, it gets worse and fast. People can get confused, lose their balance, even have seizures. If anyone has these kinds of symptoms after being in warm, fresh water, don't wait. It is a true medical emergency.
Okay, enough of the scary stuff. Let's talk about what we can actually do about it. This is the empowering part, where you take back control. Let's build your prevention toolkit. And you're going to love how simple this is. The number one most effective thing you can possibly do is just stop water from going up your nose. That's it. Seriously, that's the whole game. Wearing nose clips or even just keeping your head above the water makes a world of difference. It's also a pretty good idea to not stir up the mud at the bottom of a lake, because that's where the amoeba likes to chill.
So let's make that toolkit official. First, if you can, maybe avoid swimming in really warm, still, fresh water, especially if it hasn't rained in a while. If you do go in, use nose clips. For your pools and hot tubs at home, make sure they're properly chlorinated. Chlorine kills this thing. And this one is so important. Never ever use plain tap water for things like nasal rinsing.
And hey, for all of you who use neti pots or do any kind of nasal rinsing, this is just for you. It is so important to use safe water, and it's so easy to do. Just use distilled or sterile water from the store. Or even easier, just boil your tap water for 1 minute and let it cool all the way down. It's a simple little habit that completely gets rid of this risk. So, after all that information, what's the one thing you absolutely need to walk away with? It's this. There is only one way in. Just one. Through the nose. That's it. Remembering that one simple point is the key to everything.
Look, Naegleria fowleri is a serious organism. There's no doubt about it. But the infection is preventable. By just being informed, being aware of where you're swimming, and taking these really simple steps, you are completely in control. Your health really is in your hands. So stay informed and stay safe out there.